Hi crafty friends, it's Lori with a craft party. Today I thought we'd do an envelope for the keepsake journal. It is by My Porch Prints, the digital kit is. So the first thing I've got already, it's a scrap piece of the keepsake kit. I believe it's the add-on paper kit. And I'll put the book off to the side. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to ink this up. If you don't like to ink, you don't have to. I just enjoy the distressed look. Starting to get videos out every day again. Our life has started to calm down some. We don't have anything going on today or tomorrow. Is your life hectic and busy like ours seemed to be this last week or two? It's about to get busier with the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, more than likely. And then I want to put this upside down. So we want it upside down so when we turn it up, and I'm just guesstimating, that it's right side up. And it looks like I got a little crooked there. Try to fix that. There we go. And we wanted, that is about 2 3/4 of a fold. And then we want to fold down, but we don't want to fold all the way down to this line. We want to give about, a 1/2 inch. So that way the envelope is about a 1/2 inch shorter than the edge, the bottom edge. And I want to ink this up. And I'm going to ink up on this side also. I want to get out my paper notcher. And I like using it upside down so that way I can see how big a notch I'm going to make and kind of center it. This one's a little hard to use. And then I'm going to ink that up. Believe I'm done with the ink. And then I want to get out the glue. You can use the glue of your choice. Gonna need the needle. There we go. The closer you get it to the outside edge, the bigger your pocket will be. You want to turn it over and do this side as well. And then you want to give that a press. And I didn't ink this edge here. I want that inked. And then I'm going to take my credit card that I made a notch out of to make even sides. Give that a cut. And then we'll have to distress that side. Okay, we got both of those. Then we want to distress both of those. Okay. And then next thing I want to do is I'm going to get out some sari silk that I've got sitting here. Let's go to this edge. And this is a mauve color. I'd like to get a decent sized chunk because I can always cut it down. Set that off to the side. And I'm going to cut it in half because I'm going to use it twice on here. And I want to put it across the top of the envelope. And I'm using my Fabri-Tac. Use my bone folder to try to hold that there for a second. Seems to stay down a little better. Then I'm going to find a button in my buttons that one looks like it'll match up. Oops, got some strings, got to take those off. Get my towel. We're going to center that. And then I've got this clock that I thought would look cute. So we'll go ahead and distress this. Yeah, I like the distress look, and if you don't like that look, feel free to skip that part. It's your book, so it's your preference. And I am going to use some foam tape to lift it up. Get out one of the glues. And we'll peel off the backs. And then I want to remember to glue that too, because they seem to do better about sticking when I glue with the Fabri-Tac or the art glitter glue. And I'd like to stick, oh, I wanted this on here first. Okay, let's set that down there. See if it'll stay down. Looks like it. And then we'll get our alarm clock. And I stuck it sideways. There we go. No, that's not it either. Those flowers are throwing me off. There we go. And now you've got two choices. You can use this to hold down your envelope top, like that. Or what I'm going to do, oops, sticky coming up. What I'm going to do is use some Velcro dots that I got from Hobby Lobby. They were fairly cheap, $2.29 for, how many did we get? 120 pieces, so 60 sets, which I thought was reasonable. And they were right where you come in the door. They weren't back in the hobbies sections. So I was a little shocked about that. And cut these off. And I'm going to try to remember to glue both sides. Glue there. Glue there. And then it's going to be on the clock, but that's okay because the part that's going to be on the clock is going to be clear. And put a little dab of glue there. And put a little dab of glue there. And then just hold that down till it dries. I'm not going to pick it up because they're not dry yet. That Fabri-Tac takes a little while to dry. So I'm not going to lift it up yet because I know that it's not going to stick. But then you've got, I'll show you one I've made already. And then you just peel it up and you've got a little pocket to stick whatever you want to stick in there. There we go. There's our envelopes that we made today to go in our junk journal. And we will look for a page to stick it on. There we go. I'm not going to glue it down, but I am going to stick it in on that page, and then maybe we'll put a pocket there and we'll stick the envelope in the pocket. We'll do that at a later date. Then I've got an extra one. And that's all for today. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate crafting with you. If you would like, comment, and subscribe down below. It helps the algorithm of my YouTube channel. It was great working with you today. Hugs.